Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel, Julia McNeil Crafts. So today is time for another Dawn and Julia Create, and I set the challenge this time, and we are to make 2 cards, and essentially we're making the same card. There might be slight tweaks, but we're pretty much making the same card. My camera is at such a weird angle and I can't fix it to a proper angle, so I'm having to put stuff really squint in order for it to look straight in the camera. So yeah, if there's issues, I am sorry. So we're to use this stamp set and we're to make 2 cards that are essentially the same, but we want one that was maybe more male themed appropriate and one that is more female. So a girl and boy card pretty much from the same layout and the same images. Essentially we can sort of do that with colours. The easiest part is to do that with colours. So I've done the colouring up of my stamps already. I've got like a rainbow one there, and I've got one with teal and oranges. I was trying not to go sort of too dark. I have a tendency when it comes to male themed cards of always wanting to go really dark, so I didn't want to do that. And I'm going to just put a little bit of colour. I realised I have no water next to me. I've got stuff everywhere because I am determined that I'm going to be moving into my new studio very soon, so I'm sort of half packed up in here. Let's see. I do have a little bit of water here, so hopefully we'll manage. Yeah, so I'm a little bit all over the place. So let's get these bits down first. I'm just going to pop a little bit of colour on the card first. So I'm just in the centre going to... Actually, that's a bit boring. Let's... Make sure I've got the clean side here. I'm going to do it this way because, yeah, that's just not looking overly interesting. Sorry for the reflection. Yeah, I have been incredibly patient regarding my studio. And it's like my poor husband, he does work and he is busy with other commitments and things like that. But I was like, right, I want in. So we're working away and I'm hoping that we might be in next weekend. So as he's sort of finishing things off, I'm sort of like packing things, which means I'm in an awful guddle. Oh, now this is interesting because I haven't cleaned my mat. Right, I'm going to put, yeah, that's a bit more interesting. Just laying it down with a brush just wasn't making very interesting shapes at all. That is quite cool. I'm quite happy with that. I like it. Right, so that is... says continuing. Right, I'm just going to pop that to the side. What I need to do is give it a little waft. So I might be filming Monday to sort of get ahead with a couple of videos that I need that I've committed myself to for the next month or so. And then hopefully I'm going to be in my studio. So we're setting up. All fancy gadgetry has arrived, which is cool. So it's looking good. Right, I'm going to, power. There we go. So I'm hoping that the quality of the videos will improve quite a lot. I'm going to have a 3 to 4 cameras system. So we should be able to do much more interesting videos going forward, so I'm quite excited. But yeah, I kind of got to the stage where it's like, right, I want to be in now. I've had enough of waiting. So I have been shopping. We have had parcels and parcels continue to arrive. It's been great fun. Right, that is. I love, the thing I like about oxides is the fact that you're really able to layer them up. Right. So I'm going to do that. So, and then let's wipe. I'm gonna get my. I don't like to waste backgrounds. This journal has become a journal of mostly backgrounds and nothing else. It's like it's one I pull out all the time to do a mop up, and it's one that I don't pull out an awful lot to actually craft in. So we'll have to do. I think I've done a couple of pages in here. We will have to get that sorted. So I'm just mopping up that so that we've got a bit of something for future reference. Right, let's give this a little clean, and on this side let's get in some, I'm going to put in some picked raspberry in oxide, and then let's have some mustard seed as well. we get on with that. Oh, I've barely got any water in my... And on this card, you'll have some pinks. So hopefully, I've said technically with the background, just by changing the colours, we have made one more male themed and one more girls. But that's not to say that there's not guys out there that like pink and there's not girls out there that like blue. I do fully get that. But I also just thought a lot of us maybe struggle when it comes to doing male cards, and I just thought maybe doing this where we take the same card and just adapt it slightly. So look how different those backgrounds are. That one's ended up with like lots of little bitties, and that one's ended up really quite smooth. So when you do these things, you just never quite know. I'm picking up more texture now. That's good, because I quite liked all the texture, and I was like, oh, that's turned out very smooth. Not at all what I was expecting at all. Right. There we go. Nice. Give that a waft. And again, once more. Okay. Warping the page there. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of got a slight bend in it now, and that's just because we're putting water into it, so into the paper, so it expands, and then when we heat it up, it contracts. And when you do that, you will get a warping. But what I find, if you just flip your card round and then apply heat from the back as well, it sort of evens it out a little bit. And normally I can never get it 100% perfect. So what I tend to do is once I finish my project, I just put it under a pile of books. So now we have our blue and our pink. Pretty. And when I was originally going to do this, when I first had the idea, I was going to do sort of monochrome for the guy's card, which I still might come on and make a monochrome card at some point. But quite frankly, what it was I had not yet coloured up a balloon in monochrome. And today I am currently filming at 11:43 on Saturday, and as you know, this goes up at 6 o'clock on Saturday. And I have also committed to taking my daughter to the local fabric shop because they have a 40% sale today. So I'm going to be doing that, and so I thought, right, I just need to do quick and easy, and part of making that quick and easy was to use images that have already coloured up. But I actually think this balloon in a black and white monochrome could look really cool, so I might come back and do that at some point. I'm trying to work this out so that it looks straight in the camera to you, because I'm so looking forward to have a proper setup. I really am. I really am. I cannot wait. And I think I've been thinking about this for over 3 years, that I just was like, right, I need to be in. I need to be in now. So that is the plan. So I'm going to take this stamp now, and I'm going to get the balloon stamp again. I just need a spare bit of paper. Just I've got another mop-up sheet there. That was a... See, I saved these. These were sort of to protect my desk, although that's wrecked as well. But you know, but they end up creating fun backgrounds from that. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the picked raspberry that we've used for the background, and I'm going to stamp this up using the picked raspberry. I'm going to put one there. Like so. It's just going to be very subtle in the background. It just adds an extra bit of detail. I will probably get some clouds in just a minute, so we'll do that with pink there. I'm just going to do 2 because of course there will be 3 once the coloured one goes in the middle. So we'll have that there like so. Right, just give my cloth a little bit of a wipe and take away the pink, and then let's get the peacock feathers, and we'll do the same on this one. It's probably going to stand out because we've got more white space on this side. got that. They look cool, don't they? I like them. Right, I'm going to need to soften it with clouds. We do actually have a cloud one in this, so let's see. We're probably going to need about at least 8. We're probably going to need at least 8 because we need at least 4 on each one. So let me grab my VersaFine Clear. Do I have it in card to hand that I can just use? Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that, but we're just stamping and cutting out, so it's not a problem. So I am just going to stamp and fussy cut out 10 of these. I'm just going to stop the filming because you don't really need to see that, because that's all I'm going to do 10 times and then cut it out. I'll be back in 2 jiffies. Okay, so I've done most of my 10 clouds. I have cut them out, and then all I did was I've just taken a bit of leftover ink that was already on from doing the that are already left over on my brushes. Added a bit of ink like that. I just realised I was meant to do another pink cloud and not a blue cloud. Never mind. And scribbled a little bit of white extra detail on that. So we are getting there. Let's bring these back. So try and create a bit of space on my desk. Right, trying to do this straight for you guys. There we go. So I'm going to get some clouds because it's me and the world needs clouds. Everything needs clouds. So I have 3 there like so. I like that, and then that means we will have 3 on here. And they're not going to be exactly the same because one of the things that I'm going to do just to make this one slightly different is I'm going to add butterflies to this one. So let's get this glued down. Now if I put my glue. Honestly, the state I'm in is ridiculous. Right, so let's get these clouds down. And will it be glue that works? Nope. Of course not. Let's see, can I just manage to pull that out? Will that briefly do it? Nope. Okay, so I've got the glue working and I've stuck that one down. So we'll just stick this one together, she says. Right, just stick that one together there. Like so. And this one here. And then I'm going to pop this down like so. Perfect. Right, on this one I'm just going to add a few little butterflies, which I'm not going to add to that one, just to give it a slightly softer look, essentially making it a little bit more feminine. We can have a little one just on the top up there. And maybe one there. Okay. And then I've just sort of folded the card slightly and I think it shaped it out just so there's a little bit of dimension. So we just softened that slightly. And then let me get my black pen in, and I'm going to do my doodly border, but on this one I'm actually going to try and get a bit more of a straight line, so it's maybe just a little bit more geometric. So I'll do that. Again, I'm not going for perfection. Might actually just put it in the corners as well. I just thought that's slightly more masculine because I'm going for a very straight line. Oops. So we'll do that on that one, and then on this one I'm going to do a similar thing, but I'm going to do my squiggly line that I normally do, and just again because it's that slightly softer, so I'll do that, and I'm just going to do my little zigzags and possibly a few little circle doodles, and then we'll do the same down here. Like so. Cool. Happy with those. And then I'm just going to grab a sentiment. So we've got life's a journey, enjoy the ride. Let's actually have both of those. Shall I do that? I'll set the card. Yes, let's go for that. Right, stamping block. So, okay. Put them a bit further apart. Okay. So, let's do those. And then these ones. And then what I'm going to do is, there we go, like that. I'm just going to give that a quick waft because I have used VersaFine Clear and it just takes a little bit of settling. Okay, so for the female card, I'm going to do like a banner shape like the ribbon. So it's not like you get little girls' ribbons. So I'm going to snip in and then do it like that. So life's a journey. Oops, she says. I'm just going to make that straight actually because I think it would be quite cool to have it like so. And on the more male themed card, I am going to make it quite angular. So I'm going to just put it at an angle rather than a flag. I don't know if that makes any difference, but it's just a little tweak. And I'll do the same on this side because I thought about it soon enough. I didn't give myself enough room to make a flag on that one. So there we go. We've got life's a journey, enjoy the ride. So I'm going to glue those down. So I've not done my usual black line round it, but I was going to do it with a doodle. So again, I can do softer lines and heavier lines, straighter lines. There we go. So essentially, hopefully what we've seen is we've pretty much used the same techniques, the same images, the same layout, but we've created a soft and pretty card, and then we've created a card that is maybe more suitable for a male. And I just thought that would be quite easy because sometimes I think, oh, I don't have male, do you know what I mean? Cards for men can sometimes be a real pain. And we maybe just overthink it a little bit, but we've probably got stuff in our stash that might not be quite so obvious when we first look at it, but we can, you know, just by maybe changing the colours. Quite often on this one, I didn't think about it, on this one I've added butterflies to soften it. Had I thought about that and allowed us to add any extra, I would have possibly got that softness or spray effect, but by putting buttons down. I quite like buttons on male themed cards. It's like it's like your accessories but it's not having to be, it's not as pretty. It's more, again, more angular, so it just makes it a bit more suitable. So I quite like buttons on men's cards, but I didn't think about adding that, so I've just kind of gone without, but that maybe would have been an option. So again, just having the sort of straighter lines on that one. So all we need to do now is glue these to their bases, which I will do, and then I will clear the desk and show you what it's like. Okay, so that is my two cards there, trying to get them so they both sit in the frame okay. So we've got our more female themed one and our more male themed one, but we've used exactly the same techniques, exactly the same stamps, same layout, absolutely everything. So I hope you've enjoyed it. It's always interesting trying to come up with new and different challenges when we do this, so we hope that you enjoyed that. Please do pop over and check out, see what our lovely Dawn has made, because she is so good at the whole card making thing as well. Can't wait to see her take on it. And don't forget to tune in a fortnight's time, where we will be doing part 2 of the cluster challenge. So looking forward to that. If you have enjoyed it here, please do consider liking and subscribing, leaving a comment if you can. It does help our channels. And yeah, I will be back with some more crafty goodness very, very soon. Okay, take care then, and goodbye.